Team owners. Couldn't tell anything there, obviously.
On your screen there, the 29 and the 01.
Yeah, just a little miscalculation right there. And you're racing some of these guys, you don't really know where they're going to back off.
With a total of 3.
Wow, there's Jeremy. I mean, his car must have been really loose, but it goes around again right in front of Jug. Man, nowhere to go.
Wow, Mike Wallace.
Yeah, he
nice
did a good
move.
job.
Hey, look at how close that was for Wallace. Look at all the debris.
We're racing for a spot on the lead lap.
You know what that looked like? It looked like Cole Whitt tried to get on the brakes and just locked up the rear wheels or something.
Straight away, he just comes across the nose of the 39 car.
Now he's in the grass, and the car just does not slow down in the grass the way it does on the asphalt. And unfortunately, it turns head on to the wall, but thank goodness no people were sitting on that pit wall or near that pit wall.
Watching the NASCAR Busch Series on FX.
And here's what happened to Mills.
I'm not sure if something broke. You saw the left front locked up there.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Right there, you can see just catches Chapman up there. He's trying to avoid this spin.
It looked like the 27 maybe hung the left front down on the apron. See right there. See everybody starting to scatter around that red and white car on the outside.
Boy, that's a pretty good lick for LePage on that inside wall.
Running over 150 miles an hour, so the impact, and for some reason with this banking, as we've changed that over the years here, we've seen as cars hit these walls a lot of times that they will get up in the air. Nothing quite that simple.
Just took
Something
right. Riding now with Daniel Quinn. Boy, you see that tire explode right there. Worst case scenario, both cars involved.
Two in the middle there.
Looks like he ran out of room.
That'll happen on the short track and 3 wide.
34 is going to pop up. There he is.
Oh, 34 lost it in front of him.
Oof. Well, Landon Castle going for a slide too in the 10.
Turn 1 and 2, going to see him right here. Car just took off with him.
Takes up out of the groove. Now he's, you know, everybody's going to get by here. He's staying up next to the wall, Car's probably going to come to a slide down the hill. And bam, that number 10 car of Jason.
Oh, around goes Allgaier. Off of the 21 of Castralla. Huge hit into the barrier.
That was a big hit. It understands what you're talking about when you're telling them something. Whoop,
trouble.
Contact there with Keselowski.
87, Darrell Haar into the wall.
This turn 2's been tricky all week. You see how nobody around him here just snapped around.
You know, in practice, Andy, there were just a lot of cars were loose, and they got to get through this transition at the racetrack. This is the problem area. This is the corner.
But you get that side by side, you're losing the same air off your spoiler there. Your car's already a little bit free, not able to get it slowed down before he hits the safer barrier on the inside.
Onto the apron much sooner.
And that was after Ross Chastain in the 4 got into the back of the 13 of Carl Long. Also, Ryan Blaney in the 22 is sliding.
It looked to me like the 22 was trying to get on pit road perhaps as well, and as he started to spin, the 13.
See what happened. All starts with Riley Herbst.
Sheldon Creed looks like he got a little loose off the corner and just kind of hooks the 98 in the right rear right in front of the field.
Yeah, and if you look at this, the visibility is about 0. All you can really see are the blinking lights, and that's why NASCAR has added those to the cars. Riley Herbst being in a black car, worst color you could be in today because you just can't see anything if you're the driver's behind.
And once he was turned sideways, there was no rim.
It looks like he just lost it, BP. Looks like the 43 car Baron Fight just got loose up there on the high side.
He did, and poor Gus Wasson, the 10 car, had nowhere to go except in the side of the 43 car.
Saying it couldn't last. 3 wide in the back. You see real estate. They run out of real estate. Somehow the 20 of Christopher Bell makes his way through.
We were just talking about Christopher Bell, how he was back there in the middle of that stuff.
Caution is out. Pull in the 42, slides up, nowhere to go for the 0.
It's a lot better to be up here right now.
We're averaging a caution every 5 laps. The most recent victim of Texas Motor Speedway, Vinnie Miller.
And you can see how fast the speeds are.
44 gets a little loose. I think the 43 was on his inside, and they just came together. And then really
here. See him get loose, and now he just spins around.
And Allgaier was just sticking his nose up in there because he saw the opening. He wasn't going. And then when John Hunter got loose, he just, he was still on the throttle, the 7.
And DW, we see that a lot. The car wants to move up the racetrack right there.
Yeah, the driver just, it sucks the air off the nose, and the front of the car takes off, and you can't do anything about it except either hit the wall or the guy beside you. It's a really tough spot right on this racetrack.
Now there's the rest of it unfolding.
That's why a lot of guys like to run off that corner real high. So you get up high there, you get a little bit better angle.
Starts in NASCAR's top 3 series. This is the first.
Ooh, oh my big hit.
That's way too high there, guys.
Yeah, he got very high, got to where it's dirty, and it took off on him.
Lap car.
Almost looked like the same thing again. Chain reaction, Daryl. It looks like the 48 car checked up. Morgan did not check up, got into the back of 48. I'm sure we'll see it again, maybe a little better view.
Here's what happened.
You see, he gets in the corner just real deep. He locks up the front wheels and bam, right into the wall. And I see a lot of oil behind the car, so looks like he had a more
bit loose and goes up and clips the left rear of the 3 of Austin Dillon.
See, Dillon got it from both sides. Hit the wall pretty hard. And looked like Jeffrey Earnhardt came up the racetrack right there on his left side.
See the damage to the 43 as he turned and sent him head on into the wall with a hard hit.
Contact is made.
Teammates.
Wow. Oh, that's a hard lick right there.
That's Bristol. That's all this after
44.
the wreck. That's Bristol. I mean, we see it every time.
Yeah.
Like that, but you can see everybody getting on the binders, try to figure out what they're doing.
That's Cindric leading them. Looked like Josh Berry was going to come down. Justin Allgaier.
It all accordion, clear from the front.
And watch the 9 car in the center of the screen there. Bam! Gets hit in the back. He's got the wreck made. He's done a good job of staying out of trouble, and then gets hit from a car from behind.
Heads up move from Austin Cindric and his team, too, because you could see pit road closed. The light went on, and he immediately darted up from the lead. Obviously, gave up the lead right.
As he goes in our turn 3, boy, he couldn't hold on. It just went down on. Must have run over a piece of debris, blew that tire.
This is where you don't bump draft right here, and you can see Carl Edwards got hit in the rear right there.
Oh my goodness, he got hit by a lot of cars here. See, it turns into a huge crash.
That goes back to a little bit of
right on his rear bumper. They were 3 wide behind him, fighting for that 3rd spot. And around goes the 6th. Darrell Wallace Jr. spins as they go through 1 and 2. Contact.
Well, contact. Jeb and Moffitt got together.
Dale, it was just like you were talking about earlier. The push really needs to come on the right half bumper of the car. It seemed like Jeb got on the left side bumper.
A lot of cars in one spot.
Yeah, it was hard to say. There's a couple cars spinning. I don't know who was first or which caused it.
We shouldn't be surprised of hard racing, right?
And the 0 of Harrison Rhodes looks like
he's having a good run. He was on the lead lap in the 21st position, just behind his team.
Damage to that car.
Right front issue. He's flying.
Oh,
my goodness. Rhythm, let's see right here. Oh, man, straight up the racetrack. Heavy contact. You can see the fender flying off, so
caution has come out. Just the 2nd caution of the night from here at Phoenix as you see the 0 sideways down the backstretch.
Watch Bell. And it just looked like brakes might have caused that car to come around. You think, Joey?
Yeah, it's just maybe too much of that though.
It looks like it has all the makings of a pass trying to happen with Dakota Armstrong on the inside. Gets a little loose beside that car.
More cars didn't get taken out in this wreck. So it looks like Sam may have turned the 11 back across the racetrack there as they were trying to gather both their cars up.
Oh, the 10's getting spun into the outside wall.
And then he gets tagged as well. Right as they're coming up to speed, the caution comes out.
Race car.
0's under him, and the 12 didn't go out to the wall.
Yep.
You know, the 12 didn't use all the racetrack, and Wow, what an impact.
Got a little air there.
Curtis will feel that tomorrow.
Randy LaJoie has just climbed out.
Look out! Nice spin, Mike Wallace, and he's up and over. Wallace gets back on all fours. The 38 of Leffler is also involved. The race is going to end under caution.
The carousel. What is he going to do? He gives him a little bit of bumper. Out of the A, send him into the tire barrier right there. Payback from earlier.
Man, that's a hard hit.
Drive below all that, would have been the first car 1 lap down, would have been back on the lead lap.
Yeah, and the further back that accordion goes, the worse it gets.
Those fresh tires, you've got a big run. You're going more off of feel in that situation than what you are a spotter clearing you or anything like that. You think that you have the momentum that gets you by there, and Regan's just letting it.
And you're right, the tri-oval is where the car is the most uncomfortable. It's not loaded into the racetrack like it is in turn 1 and 2 or the banking of 3 and 4.
Works his way through 1 and 2, and it just grinds to a stop up there.
And this has to look, Michael, almost like he might have blown a tire. Because usually when you do...
Top of the screen. Marco's into the wall. Wow. Whoa.
Almost on the side.
Man, that was exciting.
How'd you like to look down and see the pavement in your driver's side window?
No, you don't like that.
No, that looked like one of those thrill show rides there. Man.
When they get a chance to work on that car just a little bit and snug it up. Crash right in front of it.
And trouble at turn 4.
Champ got on the brakes.
And Danny
Looks like there's a smoking right front tire. Great job by Quinn Houff to get to the
pretty
bottom.
hard. There you go. Looks like a right front tire. That's going to hurt. Oh. Yeah, that's a tough hit. That's a hard angle. Those right sides don't give much at all. Those door bars.
4 wide, and that's not what you want to do. And he gets tagged in the right rear quarter panel. Allmendinger does. And Keselowski's like, where did this come from? I didn't even see that one coming. That was just one freak accident in the one car. Got in the back of that, and that's what started the whole.
Take another look at it. He wins after starting at the rear of this field. Yeah, and had to go back there again after having a spin on the backstretch and pitted too early. Had to go to the back of the pack then also. There's another look at all the carnage. The flames on the 88.
Big push comes from the 10 car. Oh, there's contact and wrecking.
And the 16 goes around. A.J. Allmendinger, he hits the inside wall. They wreck behind them. Will the green stay out?
Got loose underneath of him. Green just got loose underneath of him and got up into him. It's plain and simple. It looked like it cut his tire down right there and peeled the back end off. It's just unfortunate. Bad place. Just like Kevin said, there is no place to hide.
Yeah, just saw the cars that was heading towards the inside pit, and just unless something breaks, that's not something that's going to happen there. So very unfortunate. Hopefully everything with the driver is okay here, but you can see a hard. Whoa, in trouble for Kyle Busch. Look out, and he gets tagged.
Even at this,
Crash right there.
And here we go, crash. 6 laps remaining. It's our 9th caution of the night. The 4 is Landon Castle, and that 44, Tommy Joe Martins.
No, it has not.
Looked like Shane might have just locked him up and spun himself out. There's Curtis Davis. Pit road is open.
In the 0-1 car. Just had some trouble. All by himself. And popped the wall
here. It kind of went up the racetrack. There's the 4. Kind of know where to go. Once you commit to a lane, you're kind of committed.
Oh, he just blows that right front, and Burton was already committed to the outside.
That's just the racetrack, you know. There goes Wallace around as he is hit with the 11. More contact as the 11 gets tagged by the 88, and we have carnage in turn number 2.
And you know the thing I'm amazed about watching that 7 car come through there, he was in the outside lane leaving turn 4 and sliced his way through the traffic when things were happening.
Come to the overtime line. Oh, and wrecking behind them. The field, did they get to the overtime line before the caution came out? That will be the question.
Dow's in a battle for 10th in the points championship with Michael Annette. There's Mike Wallace, as we mentioned in the 01 also. So 2 guys that were trying to
secure positions. He was 30
Probably looking in his mirror trying to protect from Allmendinger, and then you see Brett Moffitt gets hooked right there. I can't tell who it was that hooked him, but once that happens, these guys are just along for the ride, Trevor.
Even the 7 car right there off of that corner almost.
You see way in the back, yeah, that's what happened. Car just slowed down. He said it stumbled and then it shut off.
Yeah, I was going to say it looked like maybe from the first angle that we had that Casey had made that move to the inside, and maybe they just kind of met there, but not sure about that.
Coming back to the field with his new tires. Just gets in the back.
Yep. And big cloud of smoke as the leader, Michael Waltrip corner.
I'm not sure. It was a contact earlier than that. I didn't see any right there.
Yeah, they were just getting down into the corner, and it was just slight contact, but, you know, at 180 miles an hour down into these corners, it doesn't take much.
Big deal. Now the Haley in the middle. Oh, contact
around into the wall. The 14 goes around as well. Ty Gibbs also. The big one happening again. The caution comes out.
Yeah, I feel like that started.
Went down to make that corner, DJ. Hemrick almost got in the back of him.
Yeah, I think William Byron might have started that spin right behind Elliott Sadler, and that's what triggered all of this, I believe. You can see the 9 car there right in the front of that. He's able to continue, but I believe it was him getting sideways there in turn 1.
And then it's Balicki who meets Lupton.
In the 99. Don't think he had any idea that Mike was there.
Boy, look at Sadler. Wow, what a job.
Look at this.
See what happened here.
The white car here getting loose. I think that's Stefan Parsons.
Yeah, that's Parsons.
It looks like Jeffrey's going to try to get underneath him while he's spinning, and they just make contact, and he gets caught up in it. I believe that's one of them.
So that brings out the 4th caution of the day. This time was for Vinnie Miller. Hard into the tires.
Yep.
Looks there like goes the left rear tire.
Yep. And he did a pretty good job not to do any more damage to the car. Wow. Got lucky, too.
Oh, and just contact there into the back of the 92.
Wow, that thing really took off. That looks like a tire went down. Ouch.
We just catch the sparks as the car's going up the track, and there's Mike Wallace right there. Again, another veteran driver.
Position. Made the playoff.
Oh, we got a car in the wall in the back there. Looks like the 0.
Might get the pit.
So let's listen in to the 11 radio.
The 22 didn't know the 6 was gas a little bit, and then Mike Wallace tried to come back down to the bottom where they'd been running, but that spot was filled, and all of this happens after that.
By the way, that onboard replay we had with Elliott Sadler, remember that come the championship deciding race in November.
Yeah, I think he got some damage. Like he got hit by one of the cars coming through there in the right side.
He got a little right front damage from it, but he did a good job not to get destroyed.
Right here coming up the racetrack.
He did, absolutely. Good call, Rick. Like the 98 lifted.
Coming into the screen.
Oh, yeah, contact.
Yeah, the 5 got into the 01 when he was checking up.
The 0-1 for Johnny Davis Motorsports up across the racetrack. Hard hit for Eflin.
Now, Rusty, was that a tire going down? It looked like that car just went straight up the racetrack.
Ooh, contact there from Kurt Busch.
There you see it. Hard impact for the 90 car in the outside wall. Everybody just trying to survive. Once cars start spinning, I mean, you got to think there's debris and there's